Good morning, Johnny. How are you today? I got a thought for you, or a question to start with. Have you ever felt like something bad happened to you and you start asking yourself what you did wrong, why that happened to you because you did something wrong? Has that ever happened? I got a story for you, and it just happened to me this weekend. So, my two of my sons have bought motorcycles now, and one of them, I just helped him buy it last weekend, and he's really excited about it. He got what was a good deal. I was pretty excited too because I got to ride it home. It was, I don't know, 15 miles away, maybe not that far, 10 miles away, down a highway from the town where we live. And he wasn't comfortable riding it home yet, so I got to ride it home. And it was fun. In fact, one of the funnest things was when you're riding a motorcycle, if you've never noticed, when you're riding on in a car and you watch a motorcycle, two motorcycles come and they pass, they wave, they always wave, and the wave is to just stick your arm down, kind of out to the side and down. That's the motorcycle wave. And as we were coming back, and my kids had taught me that. I've seen that before too, but since I was on the bike, I got to do the motorcycle wave too, a half dozen times as I was passing other bikers coming that way. And so that was fun. We got it home, got it in the garage. That was 2 days ago, I guess. Yeah, it was 2 days ago. And so it's not registered yet, not insured yet, because we just barely bought it. Well, yesterday, my son, who bought the bike, Jacob, you've seen him in videos, he wanted to go ride it some more, so we thought we'll take it over to a parking lot, and a church parking lot where no one was, and ride it around a little bit. So we did. But when we bought that bike, the guy that sold it to him mentioned that, in fact, he gave him $100 back after we paid him for it, for my son, Jacob. I was just there. Because he said the brake, this caliper needs to be repaired. He said it was shimmed wrong, he'd fixed it, but he'd just feel better if they rebuilt the thing. He said it should be fine. Just use the rear brake more than the front brake, just in case. Well, it was fine getting home, and so yesterday we go take it over to this church parking lot and ride it around a little bit, and while we're doing that, the front brake starts grabbing, starts seizing. And so it's like, oh crap, it's not working right. I said, well, we'll just have to use the torque of the motor to power through the resistance and get it home. And Jacob was trying to do it, and he hasn't ridden that much yet. And I have ridden from way back when I was a kid, or an adult, older teen, and more recently on our other son's bike. But I thought, okay, well, let me do it, and I could get it to move, even though there's resistance on the front wheel. And so I said, well, I'll ride it home, you ride my bike, because I took my bicycle over it's not that far away. And so we started doing that. Well, there's one stretch of road between our house and the parking lot that we were at that had a water leak, and the city's patched the water leak and left it with dirt and gravel. Gravel and motorcycle tires don't always get along. And guess what happened as we were coming home, as I was coming home? I hit that. I was downshifting from second to first because I wanted to go slow over that. And as soon as I pulled the clutch in, the front tire, which I don't know that had anything to do with the clutch, but as soon as I did, the front tire locked up because the brake was grabbing, and I went down on his new bike. That's a little bit of the road rash. I got some on my leg too. And the thing that bothered me the most was I knew Jacob just loved this. He was so excited about his new bike, and I just went down on it yesterday, and the light busted, the headlight busted, I say the light, it was the turn signal, and the clutch lever got bent. And I got hurt a little bit, not bad. I'm going to soak in the tub now because I think it's going to help my leg road rash a little bit. But I felt so badly that I'd been the one on his bike when it went down and damaged it. And it kind of made the rest of our day yesterday a little somber and unfortunate. And it was a holiday weekend, but Easter. But the reason I bring that up for you is, I thought about that. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong that happened? What should we have done differently? Now, there's lessons we can learn from that, and we did. All this, if we had gone to a different parking lot where we didn't have to go over this dirt patch, if maybe we'd gotten some tools to come off and bled the brake caliper, the brake line, so that it would have let go and it would have functioned normally to get home again. What if Jacob had been on it instead of me? Then I wouldn't feel guilty that it was me that was on it when it got damaged, but then I'd feel worse because if Jacob got hurt, then I'd prefer that I get hurt as opposed to Jacob. All these things you can think about after the fact that might, they can cause you to feel some guilt. And what did I do wrong? Well, stepsons, if you're ever in a situation where something bad happens to you and you start thinking that, it's really important that you extract the lessons you can learn from that so that you don't do them again. But don't lay the guilt on yourself just because something bad has happened to you. It doesn't mean you are bad. It doesn't mean you did something bad, even though your feelings might cause you to want to feel that way. It also doesn't mean that you don't have some consequences as a result of it. And, hopefully I'll heal just fine. I'm sure I will. But learn what lessons you can. Try to avoid whatever challenges, mistakes that you can in future situations. That's how you can learn from it. But don't beat yourself up, or especially don't let yourself interpret it to mean that you are bad because something bad happened to you, because that's not the case. So hopefully there's a little bit of a message you can use in there, a little bit longer for a shave video this morning, but I want you to know I'm thinking about you. I care about you, and that you can succeed are two lessons, or two messages. You can succeed even though your dad may not be in your daily life. And always remember, your stepdad loves you. I'll see you on the next video.